Hi everyone, welcome to our first Conversations and Cheeseboards of 2021. I am so excited to have one of my favorite moms here in honor of Mother's Day in the month of May, DJ Cole. Again, my name is Jessica Little and I'm a co-owner of Sweetgrass Dairy. And in this series, we are interviewing people that are behind the scenes or that are huge parts of Sweetgrass Dairy, and whether it's sourcing the milk like my parents or leaders in some of our endeavors. So DJ is a leader in our cheese shop, and can you please tell everyone a little bit about yourself?
Yes. Hello everyone, I'm DJ. I am the bar lead at Sweetgrass Dairy, where I help come up with cocktails that you all enjoy so much, and help the team to develop strategic ways to basically make sure our guests are taken care of, excelling in customer service and doing what we can to just make sure everyone has a really enjoyable experience.
Which is so true. DJ is maybe one of the best people I've ever worked with that really takes to heart like customer experience. Like, you want everybody to have a great time, and our customers are so excited when they get to see you in the cheese shop and devastated when they don't get your section in the cheese shop. So you have brought so much to our team, and not only cocktails but training everyone, so we appreciate that so much. So in our Conversations and Cheese Boards, we literally just eat some cheese and drink some great beverages. We're celebrating here with one of my favorite champagnes in celebration of. What did you know about Sweetgrass before you came to work at the cheese shop?
Honestly, not too much. Not too much. I worked at Chop House before. I had experienced some of your cheeses while I was working there, but other than that, it was my first time really like experiencing it. So my respect level was like, I was blown away. Like, I'm like, oh my God, they do all of this. Like, where have I been my entire life? Like, I just know about craft.
No, but you're also a really, really great cook. Yes. And so, do you cook with any cheeses? Do you have any favorite recipes? Or
I actually used the tome, and when we had the smoked Gouda in my mac and cheese.
Yum.
Yes. So I love the tome. That's
the tome. Yeah. It just is so versatile.
It is. And I've actually used the Big John's Cajun in a pasta.
Oh yeah, Beehive.
So, yes.
Love them.
Love that.
Yes. So, and one thing that's really fun, between us, we have 7 boys. I have 4 and you have 3. So talk about, I think it's really funny. What is it like being outnumbered in your own home?
I love to drink. It helps cope with things. It's fun. It's interesting though, because they all have different personalities. We talked about this before, how they all have different personalities, and just kind of seeing them grow and seeing them just their mind expand, and just watching them handle things, handle life. So it gets interesting, especially being outnumbered.
And that's another thing. So, we have a lot in common. Not only do we have a lot of boys between us, and we both have a joy and love for hospitality, but also a love of entrepreneurship and business. So for people that know me, I am a lifelong learner. I'm always taking courses and classes, and several years ago I did a business growth accelerator course, and you have too. So talk to us about that program and what your goal is, because it's so exciting.
So I was in Spark, Thomasville, it was the first cohort that they did here. I ended up winning first place. I was so nervous. Like, when I first started it, I started doing Toastmasters, because like my public speaking skills were like, I would get in front of people and sing because I was just so nervous. And I'm like, so then I started, my personality really is I feel more comfortable when people around me are smiling and when they're in a good mood. So I just kind of played off of it. At first I was like, okay, I'm just nervous, I can't do this. I started on Toastmasters to help me with my public speaking, and then I just kind of played into it. Like, I started off and I tell people, listen, I'm really nervous at this, so if it sounds like I'm singing, just start clapping and we'll be all right.
And Spark is a business incubator program, right?
Yes. Okay. So did that, and one, like I said, gave me grant money to start my business, catering, Lighthouse Cafe Bar and Lounge. Prayerfully be opening up a restaurant soon. That is the dream. Catering was never really part of it. It was just something to get my name and food out there, and it just took off, so I ran with it. And yeah, I'm excited about that. And
Sure.
I am so grateful to Sweetgrass Dairy, to you, Jeremy, and the team, seriously, for just offering me knowledge and helping me wanting to grow and just pushing me into that. So I am so appreciative of that.
Well, it is part. I mean, of course it's 100% joy, but it's part selfish because we want to come and eat at the lighthouse. We want we want a place to go. So, yes. Well, it is really exciting, and I know that COVID has kind of put maybe a little bit of a roadblock in the way, but probably giving you even more time to think about what's important and what you want to accomplish and share with the community. So I think it's really great that you've had these opportunities to cater and really listen to what people want to
and learn. This has been a learning experience all the way around. Like, you have no idea. This is seriously, I have learned through y'all. I've learned through just saying, okay, like now I have to think outside the box too. That's when we started doing contactless deliveries on Sundays, like family meals where I had a team drop off food and we deliver services and everything. So I'm like, I didn't think about doing that either, but COVID pushed me into another way of thinking. So
sure. No, it's true. It's a very, very exciting times for DJ Cole and the Lighthouse. Okay, so one of the big initiatives that we have been talking about internally at Sweetgrass Dairy is energy management and the importance of having positive energy, not only to do your job well, but also your impact and vibrational energy to all the people around you. And when I think about people that really exhibit incredible energy, positivity, you clearly go to the top of the list for me. How do you think about managing your energy, even on those days where you've just been running kids all around and you're exhausted, but yet you still got to put on that smile and come to work? How do you look at that and manage your energy well?
I attend the gym regularly, and after everything I have going on, like literally that is before, maybe like 2 hours before I come to work, I spend at least an hour and a half, and I just put everything out my mind and concentrate on, okay, just what's next, and just trying to figure everything out in my head. Like, that's my quiet time. And to be honest, I pray so hard to let God's light just shine through me, and just so I can have an impact on people, because a lot of times I don't really base what's happening on my customer service, but more of a customer relationship. Like, I want people to feel, because we're at work all the time, so I want people to feel at home, and I want them to feel comfortable, and how would I want to be treated, or how would I want my mom or my grandparents to be treated whenever they go to a restaurant. So I try to exude that onto everybody. Like, I want y'all to feel comfortable. I want you to come back. We need you to come back. So yeah.
And so just making sure that you have met your own physical needs and met that mental time.
Because how can you take care, like, even with the boys and our families, like, how can we take care of them if we don't take care of ourselves? Like, we can't. There's no way. So
yes. And we talk about over the years, we've talked about that, like, working mom guilt, right? So that it's so hard, to be away from the kids, and you can't do it all, right? And but what is your hope that you are going to pass on? What lessons do you hope that your boys learn from you and all of your hard work and great energy management?
That if mommy doesn't stop, then you can't stop either. Like, seriously, like, we are all striving to be better, and nothing in life is stagnant. So things are always changing. Time is constant. It's always changing. So in time, I tell them all the time, time is one of the things we can't get back. We can get everything else back. You can get money you spend and everything else back, but you can't get time back. So let's use that towards the greater good. Let's try to make an impact on people and try to spread your name while you're here. Try to make a name for yourself and leave a legacy for your kids, and not just passing on generational wealth, but also generational knowledge. Like, I want you to understand why we're doing this, why we're working so hard. And sometimes mommy has to make a decision to come to this event and support you, or go to work and still support you. So, and I'm learning. It was hard at first, like, so hard. I talked to you about it, like, I don't know if I can do this. This is too much.
Frequently.
Yes.
I feel that way. Which is why I think it's so important to surround yourself with a community of other working moms that, I think it truly takes a village. And one of the best things, I think, for me just is living in Thomasville, in a small town where we have a lot of people that care about each other and
Yes.
each other's children, and it takes a community.
It does. It really does take a village, not just for your children, but for each other. Like, and I feel like that's why I have so much respect for you as well, because I see you bring all the boys in there, and they've all worked. I'm just like, see, this is how it's supposed to be. Like, I gotta teach you something, you know. So
it's good and bad. So Asher, our 16-year-old, was so funny. As you know, we were short a dishwasher around the Thanksgiving holidays, which is a very difficult time in the cheese shop. And so the boys had to take turns coming with me and helping fill in dishwasher shifts. And then so Asher did that. And then we're talking about, because he's going into his junior year next year, and I wanted to make sure that he goes to summer camps and tries to get a little bit of an idea of where he wants to go to school and what he wants to study. And he said, well, if there's any way possible, I'd really love to shadow like a real CEO, like somebody that like really runs business. And I was like, so you didn't enjoy washing dishes?
This is what a real CEO does.
This is what this CEO does. I don't know what a real one does. I'm not there yet. But so I do think that it has been what I hope that the boys take away, all of those things that you just listed for sure. But that you can, you earn so much respect by working hard. I mean, there's no shortcut to hard work, and always being mindful that anything that you ask somebody else to do, you should be willing to do yourself, and like just showing people that you want to support them and see them succeed. I think there's a lot of value in getting in those trenches.
Most definitely. That's also the difference between, a leader and a manager. Like, you just have to be a leader, especially in this, like, and y'all have shown that. Definitely.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, I will say that the future is bright, and DJ, you have made such a mark on Sweetgrass Dairy, and we will always be grateful for your hard work and your true hospitality and love. You exhibit so many things. When I look at our Sweetgrass Dairy Way, our core values and guiding principles, I mean, you are so in alignment with what we are trying to do. So thank you for being a part of our team. And I want to wish you a happy Mother's Day, one of my favorite moms. And we're going to enjoy these cheeseboard and delicious champagne. So thank you.
Thank you.